So it appears that we've got more inner tube drama here this week. The latest debate is, how creators like myself, what we should do with the gear that companies send us for demos / reviews / videos, whatever it may be. So while I'm not going to jump into the middle of that debate, the last thing I'm going to do is tell any other channel creator how I think they should be conducting their business. But I thought for the sake of transparency that I would tell you guys, my audience, how I handle that situation. Yeah. So first of all, free ain't free. Okay. Free is not free. If brand A sends me a distortion pedal to demo, assume that's all that they send, and that's all and that was the end of it. And there's no any other compensation involved. They are sending that as payment for my work. It's on average, from start to finish, from the minute I get everything, I start setting up and turning on the camera and all that stuff, to the minute that I'm done editing it and uploading it to YouTube is anywhere from about 4 to 8 hours usually. For a 5 or 6 minute video, it can be that long. Sometimes it's less, but very rarely. Usually it's in about the 4 to 8 hour range per video. So, which is also part of the reason why I generally only do 2 of these a week. I will add a disclaimer, and here lately I've discovered that I can shoot pretty decent videos with my new iPhone, which is what I'm doing right now. And in the process, I can actually edit and upload this thing all right from my phone, and that is a little bit different. But I'm never going to demo a piece of gear from using my iPhone. That ain't happening. So the point being, free ain't free. Okay, I don't have a ton of companies sending me gear, and a lot of the stuff that I always tell you guys in my videos, if whatever the piece of gear is that I'm demoing, I always tell you whether or not I bought it myself or if the company sent it to me. Always, if the company sent it to me, if it's something that I know once the video is done and my my work with it is complete, and I have done what I have agreed to do for the company that sent me whatever piece of gear it is. It depends on what it is, really. If I like it, I'm going to keep it. If I like it, I'm definitely going to keep it. There's, I've got I got a bunch of Boss pedals, for example. And you guys know I love Boss pedals anyway. I got a bunch of Boss pedals, and a lot of them I bought myself, but they have sent me a few of them, and I have, I'm a big advocate for that brand. So I would have hung on to those anyway, but those I did keep them, but mostly just because I liked them. But anyway, but they'd never paid me a dime to produce any of those videos. Basically all they've done is say, here you go, have at it. Do what you want to do with them. And keep them and sell them, use them as door stops, whatever you want to do with them. And they were fine with that. And obviously I opted to keep them. Smaller companies, like Parks Custom Pedals, for example. Park Kingery is, who is a friend of mine, but he's a small little one-man shop. I shouldn't say little in that context. He's a great guy, but he's a one-man show, and he builds all of his own pedals. It's off to the side. It's not his main gig. Like I said, he's sent me all of those things. He doesn't really have a marketing budget or anything like that. Everything that he has sent me has been, basically, can you do me this favor? And, so yeah, in that instance, I'm not going to sell any of those. Same with Chris Jupiter. From Jupiter Effects, all the pedals that he sent me, those guys, I was not paid to produce any of those videos, but, they did give me the pedals for free. No, I'm not going to sell those. I think that's kind of a dick move. Particularly to those guys who I consider my friends. Some of the larger companies, for example, or the mass produced companies, like Sonic Cake, for example. I did those multi-effects units, which I do think, by the way, I think those are actually really good units. But the truth is, I'm never going to use them. They don't fit my situation, and I just don't have any use for them. I like them just fine. I think they're great products, but I don't have a use for them. So that's why those are currently listed for sale right now. They are listed for sale for below, for lower than you could buy, slightly lower than you could buy a new one for. They've got about, maybe an hour a piece of use on them, hour or two. So they're virtually, brand new in the box, but they're, I'm selling them for lower than what you could buy a brand new one for because, number one, I'm not a dealer. If you're paying full price for a piece of gear, you should also get that manufacturer's warranty with it. And because I'm not a dealer, I can't offer that. So they're not. So I'm not selling them for full price. I'm selling them for what I feel is a fair price given the amount of use that I have on them. And they're Sonic Cake's they're not a huge company, but they sell a lot. They produce a lot of pedals, and they sell a lot of pedals and a lot of gear. They don't care what I'm going to do with it once I'm done. I produce the videos that they wanted me to produce with them, and that's it. YouTube is not my primary source of income, but it is part of how I earn a living. It is a small part. And YouTube as a part-time gig, which is what this is for me, it's been pretty good to me. YouTube is what paid for my trip to Mexico with my wife last month. YouTube afforded us to have a very nice Christmas this year, for example. Meanwhile, allowing all of our regular living expenses like mortgage and utilities and all the other things that go along with with living life in the U.S. To not have to for all of those things to still get paid and remain current. But I thought it would be a good idea to be, to tell you guys how my channel generates money. I'm not going to get into numbers, but, a lot of it comes from ad revenue. Matter of fact, most of it comes from ad revenue for me. A little bit. I'm just now getting to the part where I'm able to collect a fee to produce videos for companies, small fees. We're not thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars or anything like that. It's, my audience, my channel's still pretty small and I'm not able to, it's not fair for me to, to try to, I don't feel anyway, for me to charge the same kind of money, that, the big channels, 100, 200, 300,000 subscriber channels, that have really, really big audiences are able to charge. And to be fair, it's, it's fair for them to charge that kind of money. So, in my case, most of it comes from ad revenue. I get a few Patreons, so I get just a little bit of Patreon money every month. I get a little bit more money from Amazon, from being an Amazon affiliate. All of the links to all the gear and equipment stuff that you see down in the description boxes of all of my videos, those are all affiliate links. So anytime you click on those, on Amazon in particular, anytime you click on any of those to buy something from Amazon, I get a really, really small commission of that. And as is the topic of this video, I will occasionally receive a fee from the company sending me said piece of gear, and then, once the video and the demo and all that stuff is done, in short, then I decide if the gear is worth me keeping or if it's, if I should sell it. So, and that's actually pretty common practice for a lot of creators, not just in the, not just in the, the guitar community on YouTube, but, lots of other genres as well. So, truth is, we got, it's real hard to keep these things, to keep these channels going without any, without any kind of support, and any kind of, some kind of financial system, some kind of financial backing going on. So, okay, so this is weird. Why is it washing out that hole? So that's how this works. I thought I would. I just wanted to share, again in the interest of transparency, how this channel makes money, and also gives me an opportunity to to shoot another video here on my iPhone, which I'm kind of enjoying. So, and also it gives me an opportunity to shoot another video here on my iPhone, which I'm kind of enjoying because right now, the holidays and a bunch of other stuff going on, my schedule has been really, really busy, and producing 2 full feature videos a week has been kind of difficult, and this kind of helps me speed up the process a little bit. Anyway, so there you go. Hope you guys find this informative for anybody that may have asked, or may have wondered. That's how this works. So, adios.